today we are going to learn fifth unit, that is the last unit of our employability skills, that is part A. Okay, and the chapter is green skills. In the last class we discussed what are these sustainable development and what do you mean by green skills, why we are learning this. Okay, today we are going to learn these topics. Number one, what is the meaning and definition of sustainable development? Okay, that means we are talking about sustainable development, but what is the definition of this particular idea? Okay, then next is importance of sustainable development, that is like why it is important to to develop in a sustainable way. What are the problems related to this particular area as well? What will be the solutions related to sustainable development? And in these solutions we are going to learn some short term as well as some long term solutions. So let us start. All right. So now let us see what is the meaning of sustainable development. Because sustainable development is a one term that has came from two different words, that is sustainable. Sustainable is something when you are sustaining. Sustaining means you are keeping something for future. That means you are using it now and then some part of the same thing you are keeping for your future reference or future usage, right? So that means sustainable is this, and development means that we are developing from good to better to best. Okay, the concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987 by the United Nations Commission on Environment and Development. So but before that also, let me tell you, in early 17th century or 18th century only, the idea was given in some areas of Europe where people were talking about how to develop in a sustainable way, right? And then later in 1987, this UNWC, that is United Nations World Commission, they gave this idea of sustainable development while keeping the environment into their center. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the need of the present. That means it's we are not, if we are saying that we have to keep something for the future, it doesn't mean that we are going to compromise anything with today's generation or today's needs. So development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. That means if today I'm using something, I will continue to use it, and it should be used in that manner so that it does not exhaust before my future generations are going to use it. Whether in terms of your natural water, fresh water that is, we can drink it, whether it is this fertile soil that is available for us. So we should use these resources so judicially so that the future generations will not, you know, crave for it, will not hunt for these things. Next is like this is the idea of your sustainable development, which is, coming from the early 17th century only. And we have to think about something, because we are in at an alarmic stage now. We have to wake up, we have to think about the things, otherwise these things are going to end very soon. So the definition of sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs, right? Next is that what is the importance, why we are talking about that, we have to sustain, but we have to, we have to develop in a sustainable way. Why it is important? See children, we have four principal biological systems, and when I'm saying principal biological systems, these are fisheries, forests, grasslands and croplands. These four principal systems, that means the biological systems, lay the foundation of our ecosystem. Okay, so earth's four principal biological systems, these the names I have already mentioned. It is necessary and it is of vital importance to use these natural resources judicially, because we have the nature, we have to protect the environment, because it is these are being damaged at an alarming rate. These are near to their, extinction. There are many species which are no longer with us, and some are in danger. Okay, so we have to take care about everything, whether it is the cropland, grassland, forests. Okay, whether it is the human beings also, we are, we should not harm anybody while we are developing. Okay, so this is the importance. All the spheres of life, all the areas that are present on mother earth, whether it is the mountains, soil, plants, aquatic life, wildlife, okay, domestic animals, human beings, children, everything should be in a, in a sustainable, in a proper, appropriate manner. It should develop, but in a proper manner. So this is the importance. Next is, beta, while we are thinking about to, to develop in a sustainable way, what problems that are going to come in our way? So, number one, the concept of sustainable development is complex and problematic. Why it is? Because you know that we have so many areas to look upon. We have to take care of the children, we have to take care about the wildlife, we have to take up care about the water bodies, we have to take care about the universal harmony. There should be no war, all these things. So if we have to take care about so many things, it will by natural it will become complex and problematic, right? Next is poor management of natural resources. Because see children, everything which is we are getting it for free, we are taking it for granted. Like it can be water, it can be soil that is available. If we are going to not use them judicially, if we are not going to pay attention towards their good usage, then we are going to end up wasting it for ourselves also, and it will not be available for the future generations also. So it should not be undervalued, it should not be taken for granted. We have to think about something that is like we should use it, but it should not be on the cost of exhausting something. Okay. Next is the challenge for energy and industry is to meet the projected growth in demand while controlling the pollution. See, as you know that we have to, everybody, because of status or because of many things, we are having so many vehicles at our home. Okay, everybody needs to travel with their own private vehicles. That is in turn harming the nature. Okay, there is a noise pollution because of the honking of the horns, as well as there is a air pollution because of the the emission of the gases. Okay, we are using these ACs these days. Every house is having more than 2 or 3 ACs. So these are emitting so much amount of kind of things which are harming the nature. Why this global warming, the concept is there? Why the environment is getting warmer every day, day by day? Why it is very difficult for us to walk in the afternoon? Why? Because the temperature of earth is rising. So all these things we have to take care, because we are developing, and development should not be there if it is going to harm anybody. We should be in a harmony with everyone. Okay, so there are so many problems which will come in our way once we are doing something for a change, something for benefit of others. There will be people who will criticize. There will be some people who are going to say, if we are not going to use, then what will be the use? We have to keep everything for the future, we should use it, and something like this. So all these things will come in the way. If we are if the government is imposing some kind of rules, everything is going to happen. But we as a responsible human beings, because we are the most advanced species, because we know that we animals cannot do the changes, we can do. So we should do, right? Next is solution related to sustainable development. That means the short term and the long term goals, which I was discussing in the previous slides. So before discussing those solutions, I'm going to tell you some principles of sustainable development. Principle means these are the pillars that has to be covered while we are thinking about the sustainable development. So number one, respect and care for all forms of life. And when I'm saying all forms of life, I'm including the aquatic animals, the plants, trees, wildlife, human beings, everybody. Okay. So improving the quality of human life as well. It's not like we are improving, we are going from good to best. It's not like that. It will be done in a day or with the harming the ecosystem or ecological balance. We should improve the quality of human life. We should see that what we are meant to, we have our brains, we should use, and we should apply the changes that are required. Minimizing the depletion of natural resources. We should take care that if we are consuming something, that should be consumed in a limit, so that it should be available for the future generations also. Because if we are not going to do this, then maybe human beings will also be endangered. Okay, so every change is the only constant thing. Changes will be there. Nobody is permanent in this universe. Even the human beings are also not permanent. So in order to make these things permanent, we should take proper actions. Conserving earth's vitality and diversity. Earth is basically a planet which is having life. Okay, and all forms of life, all the diversity, all the diverse, the species that are available, we should conserve these things. We, if we are having life on this planet, it is because of the water, because of the air, because of the oxygen, because of the green this the ozone layer. Okay, so there are, because of the greenery, the grasslands, the croplands, the soil that is so fertile that we are able to produce the vegetables and fruits. So we should take everything into the center, and we should try to conserve these things. Okay, so because if we will not conserve, then we never know, even we are endangered someday. Okay, enabling communities to take care of their own environment. There are different communities which belong to different spheres of earth. Okay, maybe you can call it like different countries should take care about their things. Like if something is getting produced in abundance, we should take care of that particular thing, because we need to conserve the life, we need to conserve the things present uh, on earth, which are helpful in the well-being and the livelihood of us. Okay, enabling community. Okay, so changing personal attitude and practices towards the environment. See, be the change that you want to see in the world. If we want some changes that is required in the society, that is required in the world, in our ecological system, then it should be done from the personal level. We should think that what I can contribute. I should, I should do the carpooling. I should not use the plastics in abundance. I should not burn the crackers because Diwali is approaching. Now again the things will be there, because just next day of Diwali, it becomes really very toxic for those patients dealing with the asthma respiratory problems. It becomes so difficult for them to breathe. Okay, so we should take care about everybody. We should be respectful towards everybody. Okay, and these days corona is also there. So we should be, we should think about everything while burning the crackers, or while doing anything which is going to harm the nature, which is going to harm the environment. You know that corona is something that is a respiratory kind of, because it travels to your respiratory track only. So we should try to not to damage that thing. We should try to immune ourselves more. So it's a request again with this chapter to take care about these things in this festive season that is approaching. Okay, so be the change that you want to see in the world. If you are talking, if you are learning about the sustainable development, then you should be contributors for this. Okay, not only the readers or the listeners. Next is the short term and the long term I was telling. So let us discuss first the short term solutions related to sustainable development. These are stopping deforestation. Better deforestation is a process where we are cutting down trees or the forest at a very large scale, for maybe for any reason, maybe for making the civilization or the buildings over there. There is a deforestation. Okay, and we should place more emphasis on afforestation, that is growing the trees. We should plant trees. Okay, and regeneration of forest cover or forest belts. Next is proper waste management and waste disposal. That means that there we should know where to dump the waste. Let me give you one example. Suppose just now you were eating chips, okay? You have finished eating and now you want to dispose that packet, okay? Where will you keep it? In the bathroom, on the bed, on the sofa? Where? In the dust. So at your house there is a proper place of keeping the garbage, you know where to dump the waste, right? So the same thing should happen in the community. There should be a proper place, and also once it is dumped, the waste is dumped by the human beings, it should be managed in a proper way. It should not be, thrown unattended, right? So these kind of proper waste management, and this I was talking about the human beings, the us, and the same should be applied in the industries. Industries are throwing their waste in anything they want, they are, I have myself seen the water bodies where the industries are, keeping their waste. I have taken the photographs also, someday I'm going to share it with you. In the Jaipur only I have seen. So this should not happen, because in turn we are going to harm so many people. We are harming the aquatic life, we are harming, the people who are washing their utensils or clothes with that water. Maybe there are people who are, the animals, they are taming, they are going to wash their animals, the animals are taking bath into that particular water body. So we should take care about these things. Maybe by mistake that person is, that animal is going to drink that water, that contaminated water. What will happen? So we should be in harmony with every kind of species, every life that is around us, okay? And we should control all kinds of pollution, because pollution is something that is, it's not like we have pollution. When we are saying pollution, it is in the air only. Pollution can be in our minds also, okay? So we need to take care of everything, every kind of pollution or the polluted. We should, stay away from all these things. Okay, so these are the goals which are displayed in the image. These are the sustainable development goals, and these goals are related to an agenda, okay, that I'm going to tell you in the long term goals. Let us see there in this image. Number one, no poverty. That doesn't mean that, there will be no poor people. It's just that we should give chance to these people also. There should not be any rule that these people cannot enter the jobs. These people are not, there should be a no social distancing in terms of the religion, or in terms of the backward classes, or in terms of the, the financial classes, okay? Next is zero hunger. There should be good health and well-being. Quality education should be available for everybody. Gender equality should be there. Clean water and sanitization should be there. Affordable and clean energy should be available to everybody, whether in the rural or in the urban areas, right? Then decent work and economic growth should go hand in hand. Industry, innovation, and infrastructures should be made by keeping the environment into their priority. Reduced inequalities in terms of anything, whether it is between the some kind of castes, classes, okay, the economical classes that we have done, first class, second class, economic class, business class, all these things. There should be an equality, okay? Nobody should point it out anyone on these basis. Sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production. That means whatever we are consuming should be in a proper way, in a proper limit. Next is climate action. We should be, why this earth is looking green on 13th point, because it should be green. That means it should be happy, it should be healthy. Life below water should be taken care, right? That is the aquatic life. Life on land should be very important. It can be greenery, trees, it can be birds, animals, wildlife, anything, okay? Peace, justice, and strong institutions. That means there should be one harmony between the nations. There should be no war, okay? Because whenever there is any kind of war, there is so much amount of life that is getting disturbed. Okay, so much amount of pollution, so much threat, so much mental, pressure. So these things should be avoided, as well as there should be partnership for the goals. Everybody should not, try to reach their own best. There should be a common goal of everybody, that is sustainable development. So these goals I'm going to tell you, these are the part of the agenda 30. I'm going to discuss in the next slide. These were the short term goals. So next we have the long term goals or the long term solutions related to sustainable development. So government must make laws and policies aimed at safeguarding the environment and ecology. We all remember there was a movie of Akshay Kumar, I think, okay, and Sir Rajnikant, and it was 2.0, 2.0, whatever, right? So in that movie, we have seen they have raised an issue where the birds were getting affected due to the radiations, right? So that means there should be a rule. And if you have watched that movie, you might have seen that there were some Akshay Kumar was going to everybody, like he was asking the owners of those frequencies of those companies that you should keep the frequency into limit, because these frequencies, this high frequency data transmission is actually going to harm the environment. Okay, so there should be a proper rule that how much amount of frequency, and I'm not talking about the phone communication only, the cellular communications basically, I'm talking about everything. There should be a rule how much pesticides you are going to use. There should be a rule how much forests will be cut down. There should be a rule where till where you can bring the civilization. There is a forest land, if there is a water body, you cannot cover it in order to build the buildings, right? So there should be laws and policies for the every sphere of life on earth. Awareness and responsibility campaigns, because this is really very important. Whenever someone is raising an issue, there is a campaign, there is an awareness, uh, mm, uh, there is an advertisement also. Okay, so we have, like, for corona, you might have seen, for this pandemic, in this pandemic period, there are so many advertisements which are telling us that how to keep ourselves away or stay safe, how to immune yourself. There are so many awareness campaigns going on, there are so many things that are going on, right? So that means they should be there for the environment also. Okay, and we have seen in whether whenever we have this world environment day or these kind of days, we are celebrating, we are making the posters, okay, to save, to all these things, and these are the parts of your awareness and responsibility campaigns. Implementation of goals set by Agenda 30. Now this I was talking about when I was telling you that picture on the previous slide. Agenda 2030, this is given by beta United Nations only. Okay, for more details you can refer to page number 72 in your textbook. So it says the United Nations Sustainable Development Summit of 2015 set the global development goals, and which were known as the Agenda 2030. Okay, who did this? It was actually the United Nations Sustainable Development Summit only, and they have said that these 17 points, which almost I have discussed in the previous slide, we have to take care about everything, whether it is the human life, it is the wildlife, it is the birds, the forests, the sand, everything, soil. So these things should be taken in consideration, as well as when we are talking about the human beings, there should be equality, gender equality, and the social equality. So these things should be applied. These all are the parts of your Agenda 30 or Agenda 2030. Okay, so all these 17 points you can read it on page number 72 as well. Next is a system of taxes and fines to limit the damage. So if someone is doing some illegal construction, illegal deforestation, illegal use of pesticides, illegal taming of those animals which are not supposed to be tamed or not supposed to be eaten, okay? So these kind of taxes and fines and the limits should be there. We should always adopt sustainable agriculture, because beta, whatever, for our life it is important for us to have food, and our food is from the vegetables, fruits, from the agriculture basically. Okay, so these agricultural activities should be in a sustainable way, because if you think that we have to meet the requirement of today, and we are using a lot of things in order to increase the production of the vegetables in a particular area, field, so the soil is going to get harmed. Okay, so we cannot expect anyone to you know produce something more than that is expected. So we have to take care about everything that is present on our mother earth, and then only we are going to live a happy life, and the future generations are also going to live happily. If not done like this, then maybe the humans will one day become endangered. Okay, so please be the change that we want to see in the world, and whatever possible, okay, whatever is in your hand, you should do that. Whether it is avoiding crackers, whether it is avoiding the private vehicles as much as you can, whether it is avoiding the throwing the plastics everywhere, anywhere. So all these things should be minimized at our personal level, and rest the government do the other things. And whatever the government is coming up with, we should be with the government so that the things are smooth for the everybody, right? So this was all about this chapter, and we have finished whole part A now.